From the Oklahoma newsroom, this is an OU update. I'm Jenny Carlson here with OU beat writer Ryan Aber. Well, Ryan, there wasn't too much drama related to the Heisman finalist announcement on Monday night, but it is true Kyler Murray is in. So is Tua Tagovailoa, the Alabama quarterback. And also the third finalist was a little bit of a mystery, but the Ohio State quarterback gets in there, Dwayne Haskins. Let's talk about this whole week, this setup. Kyler Murray up for some other awards. He'll be headed out to that award ceremony, but then really a full weekend. What's sort of your thought about just what Kyler Murray's about ready to step into?
Yeah, it's a whirlwind week for Kyler Murray and Lincoln Riley and a few other people associated with Oklahoma football. Kyler Murray will head to Atlanta for the College Football Awards Show, where he's a finalist for both the Maxwell Award as the College Football Player of the Year. It's not quite as prestigious as the Heisman, but similar criteria. And then the Davey O'Brien National Quarterback Award also will be given out Thursday night, and then he'll head after Thursday to New York, where he'll be at the New York Stock Exchange on Friday to help ring the closing bell and talk to some of us who'll be up there.
Well, and then obviously the award ceremony on Saturday. And Ryan, many weeks of this season, as people talked about the Heisman and the race, it really seemed like Tua was out front and everybody else was playing catch up. Did Kyler Murray get him? Did he catch up finally?
Well, it seems like he did, with a very strong closing finish on Saturday against Texas in that 39-27 Sooners win. Had 379 yards passing, I think, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, rushed for another 39. Just a very clean, very well-performed game for him. And the fact that Tua really struggled against Alabama. They were down for most of the time when Tua was in there, threw a couple of interceptions, the first multiple interception game of his career, and then he gets hurt. And I think even more on Kyler Murray's side than Tua's struggles was the fact that once he got hurt, Jalen Hurts came in and led Alabama to that victory. It actually worked out perfectly for Oklahoma fans. Kyler Murray got to make his final Heisman stand, and Alabama won to assure the Sooners a spot in the playoff.
You bring up Jalen Hurts coming in to take over once Tua got hurt. The fact that they were able to come back with the backup quarterback, does that give people not pause about what Tua has done, but you see another guy come in and he moves the ball down the field the same way Tua has under most circumstances this year, and you just say, well, anybody can do it. Alabama's just this machine, and he was great, but this guy did it too?
Yeah, I think not only the fact that Jalen Hurts came in and did it, but the fact that Tua had struggled before that makes a case for Kyler Murray. You and I had been talking for the last couple months that if you use value as the equation, that Kyler Murray would be the guy, because I think it's pretty clear that his value to the Sooners, Oklahoma would not be where it's at. They would not be in the college football playoff or anywhere close to it without Kyler Murray as their quarterback, which is pretty crazy to say after what we thought about Oklahoma's quarterback situation coming into this season. Alabama would absolutely be where it is right now without Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback. If they had Jalen Hurts there, Jalen Hurts got them to the championship game a year ago. We know that. So that was an interesting dynamic. It doesn't seem like as many people got their ballots in early as have in the past years. I think that number needs to continue to go down. If you turn your ballot in before championship Saturday, I think you're just doing this sport a disservice. Dwayne Haskins, we haven't even mentioned him, made a fantastic closing argument of his own. He's perceived as well behind those top two, but a really good season for him, throwing for, I think it was a little bit over 4,000 yards.
Hey, lastly, you mentioned this idea of early ballots being sent in, and for a long time, mail ballots were the primary way that voters voted. Then they started doing mail and computer. Why don't they just make it so you can't vote until the last games are over, Ryan?
Well, they should. There's no reason not to now. All the votes are done electronically. It takes 5 minutes to log in, record your 3 votes, go through some verification steps, and get to the end. I think you can do it on your phone, if I'm not mistaken. So there is no reason why someone should be able to or want to vote before the end of the championship games on Saturday. We've seen how much those performances can affect voters' minds. And I think now, without the paper ballots, without the need for that delay, a voting window of about 36 hours, which is what it would be if you had the open time to vote when the last championship game ended Saturday night to when the deadline is right around noon on Monday. That's plenty of time for voters to get in their ballot. If they can't get it in that, they need to find something else to do, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll see what those votes equate out to on Saturday night. Again, the Heisman ceremony taking place in New York. Ryan will be there, so be sure to follow him on Twitter. We'll have all of his stuff on Facebook, on newsok.com, oklahoman.com. So be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.